Empire of Death has caused so much damage to the Doctor Who fandom. It sounds like a really dramatic statement, and I did it really dramatically, and I properly stared down you at the lens. But honestly, I don't think it's that much of a far-off statement. Because right now, let's be honest, the perception of Doctor Who amongst the fandom is not good. And by not good, I mean genuinely terrible. Wow. People have some venom about this little TARDIS box show. People are not happy. And there are elements of this that feel somewhat reasonable. Look, I think with the uncertainty about the Disney deal and kind of the lack of episodes so far in RTD2, I can understand why people are a little bit sceptical. But I genuinely think that one of the big reasons people are very, very upset right now is Empire of Death. But no one's really talking about it. Because, let's be honest, there are episodes that, are a bit 50-50 for some people, Some people really like them, some people really hate them. The Sontaran Stratagem Poison Sky is not a good example of that. Most people think it's... No, you know what? It's an alright example. Most people think it's fine. I just think it's an utterly brilliant piece of Doctor Who for no other reason than it's a childhood classic, and I bloody love the Sontarans. But Empire of Death falls under a completely different category where most people didn't like it. You see, as finales go, as in, wrapping up a series arc and telling it an interesting story and wrapping up a two-parter, Empire of Death was pretty awful on all fronts. I don't think anyone particularly liked that pretty rubbish episode. Even me in my review, I think if you watch my Empire of Death review, I was, trying to be positive, trying to be this, trying to be that, but I mean, yeah, it wasn't. It just wasn't good. Just didn't wrap anything up satisfactorily. So that statement is true. Empire of Death, left a sour taste in the fans' mouths. And I think it would also be true, as I've said, that Doctor Who is in a pretty rough state right now for the reasons I've suggested. But I actually think so much of that is because of Empire of Death and the sour taste it left with Series 1. Obviously, ignoring Joy, or Joy to the World. I can't remember. Was it called Joy or was it called Joy? I think it was called Joy to the World. Obviously ignoring that because, yeah, I mean, as our most recent episode, it wasn't great and didn't leave. It was fine. But obviously that hasn't helped. I think our two most recent episodes haven't been classics. But ignoring those, RTD2 so far, let's just give ourselves a quick recap.
The Star Beast, a very, very good, very enjoyable episode. Wild Blue Yonder, utterly fantastic. The Giggle, pretty damn good. Church on Ruby Road, fine, but not a bad episode. I think similar about Space Babies. I think I probably enjoyed Devil's Cord less than other people seem to, but the overall consensus is that Devil's Cord is great. 73... No, Boom came first. I know my Doctor Who order. Boom, universally beloved, best episode in years. 73 yards. Pretty damn funky and creepy. What did you have next? You had Dot and Bubble, which was Black Mirror-y and weird and kooky and kind of class. Then you had Rogue, which was gorgeous Jonathan Gruffy goodness. And then you had Legend of Ruby Sunday, which I get is a bit soured by Empire of Death, but still pretty well liked.
Oh, that was a speedy roundup. It's almost like I sped up my voice in post. And I understand there are some discrepancies in that. I mean, some people have really not enjoyed the Christmas special. Some people really didn't like Space Babies. Some people really didn't like a couple of other episodes. I know 73 Yards wasn't to everyone's taste. I know the Star Beast wasn't to everyone's taste. And I also get why Legend of Ruby Sunday, I mean, now certainly I look back on it as like a not as good episode, just because... if the second parter isn't as good as the first parter, they kind of if the payoff isn't good, setup gets dragged down, fair enough. And as I've got to say, again, I get some of the negativity around Doctor Who now is likely around, whether Disney will keep up with it and, the fact that we don't really know if Series 3 is going ahead, which it will do, but we don't know if it's going ahead with Disney and the timescale of that, which I get is all a little bit frustrating. But guys, come on, most of RTD2 has been good to great. It's probably, I'm gonna annoy some people, but it's probably been the most consistent Who we've had in years, and still pretty damn good. Plus, I don't think it's a massive plot twist to say Ncuti Gatwa has become an incredibly popular Doctor. Like, think about what you want about the stories, but his Doctor is pretty universally liked. So I genuinely think Empire of Death did so much damage because I genuinely think it left a whole sour feeling over Series 1, which I don't agree with. Like, I get, yeah, if you were really invested in the Ruby Sunday arc of Who's Her Parent, yeah, fair enough, the answer kind of might have soured that a bit for you. But there's still some fantastic episodes in Series 1, and I genuinely think it was soured by just a slightly lackluster ending. I say slightly lackluster, it wasn't good. But you get what I'm trying to say. Look, and I get you expect me to sometimes be a bit of the negative Who-tuber. I get it. Sometimes I am not the most woohoo, it's amazing, because, that's fair enough. But I genuinely think there is a lot to be positive about in the Doctor Who space, and Empire of Death genuinely made everyone feel a little bit negative. And look, Series 2, yeah, fair enough, we could go on a downward trend, we can go on an upward trend. That's what things are like, with TV shows. Sometimes TV series are better than others, and it's a bit of a roulette wheel, and we don't know. But guys, this is my answer to you. Stop being so ruddy negative. Yes, I pulled you in with a negative thumbnail and title, but that's for views' sake. And this video won't have got views anyway, so who cares? Be positive. And on that note, yeah, 2 uploads. 2 uploads. I think the plan currently, and we'll see how long I can stick to it, but the plan currently is to do weekly Saturday uploads. Just to try and get back into the swing of things. And obviously we're on the lead up to a new series now, and when that happens, we will bang out content. We will bang it out because, I love you all, and it's what I'll do for you. So, pop a like, comment your video suggestions, and if you're a nice human being and I like your video suggestion, I'll get back to you. Subscribe. Bash.